I'm 27 now, but when I was from 24 to 26, I was smoking pot like once a day, like every day. No. Thanks for appreciating self-medication. That's not a good thing, though. So I was mostly a hermit during this stage in my life. I wouldn't go out on the weekends. I would just like stay in my apartment and hang out with myself and my cat and my bong and watch History Channel and South Park reruns. And I would take the occasional trip out to CVS to get like wheat thins and tortilla chips, but I wasn't really going out much. So I decided I need to make a change. I need to make positive changes in my life. So I said, okay, I'm going to quit smoking pot. I decided this, but I did not actually quit smoking pot. I still smoke pot. But I don't smoke as much. I took a long break from smoking pot, and my drinking just increased. That's basically what happened. And I was like, I need to go out and I need to make more friends besides my cat. I need to go out and make more girlfriends. So I did in fact make girlfriends, and they're very accepting of me, and they're very socially well adjusted, and they like to go out on the weekends, and this is what apparently socially well adjusted 20-something girls do in the city. They go out and they go out and dance on the weekends. They go to clubs and they dance. And so I went with these girls that I made friends with, and I went and I danced with them, and we all went to this club, and I was very overwhelmed because it was like so much stimulation. I wasn't used to it. I was just used to hanging out by myself. And all my entertainment was usually in like a 2 feet radius of my desk. It was like computer, internet, TV, wheat thins, cat. That was like all my entertainment that I needed. But now all of a sudden I'm in this club, and there's like this thumping music, and there's all these people around, and they're all drinking. So I go out with these girls, and the first thing we do is we rush to the bar and we get drinks. We get mixed drinks, and I'm more of I'd like to drink wine and beer. I don't drink liquor, but they're all like, we'll get mixed drinks. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay, so we'll get mixed drinks. Apparently red wine is not cool enough for the club. So I go and I get a rum and coke, because that's the best drink, because it's like an upper and a downer all in one, which is brilliant. Rum and coke, right? So I get rum and coke, and we go, and they all rush to the dance floor, right? And I go with them, even though I didn't want to. I was very scared. I didn't want to go, but I acted like I wanted to go. I go with them to the dance floor, and they all go, and they're in this circle. They all just get in a circle, and they all start dancing, and they're really cool, they're really beautiful, and they're really sexy, and they look really great. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing now. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this dance, too. I'm going to try to dance. But really what I was doing was, I was trying to dance, but this is what I was doing. I was like hunched over. This is like my typical baseline posture. Is like this. I'm like hunched over and like trying to disappear, and like this is my depression hunch. So I'm like hunched over, and I'm retreating into myself, and I'm like trying to dance. And I'm like, yeah, I feel the music, yeah. And they're all like, and one of the girls looks at me, and she's like, you should just loosen up, just relax, just loosen up and feel the music. And I'm like, yeah, I feel the music. I'm relaxed, I feel the music. And she's nice. She takes me aside, and she's like, no. She's like, here, you maybe need a lesson. She gives me a lesson. She's like, here, just feel the beat. She's like, 1, 2, 1, 2. She's like, tap your foot, 1, 2. Feel the beat, and then all you do is just put your foot in the middle, you put it out, and you put your other foot in the middle, and you put it out, and you're just doing this, and you're dancing. That's all it is. So she's basically teaching me the two-step, which is a very elementary dance step that all of you know, that I did not know. But she's teaching me the step, and I learned it after 15 minutes. It took me a while, but I'm doing it. And I'm like, oh my God, I got it. I'm doing the two-step, and I'm feeling the music, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm dancing to the music, and it feels awesome. And I feel the sense of well-being, and I feel so connected to all these beautiful girls, and I feel like I'm one of them, and I feel great, and I feel connected to the music. And then that wasn't enough though, right? Like that wasn't enough for me. The insecure part of me, which is like 80% of me, more like 90% of me, like the 90% part of my personality, the insecure part, was like, I need confirmation and validation. So I'm gonna turn to the girl that taught me how to dance and I'm gonna go, am I doing it? Do I look sexy? Am I sexy now? Is this sexy? What am I? Is this good? And she just kind of looks at me and she's like, yeah, you're fine, you're good. She kind of laughs it off because it's apparently really weird that I asked. And that's when I realized right away that if you have to ask your friends if you're being sexy, it's not sexy at all. It's not sexy. It's probably actually just mostly sad. It's really sad. So like these are like really cool sexy people, like doing really cool sexy things, and like this is like me, like all the way over here doing whatever I was doing and like asking them, am I sexy? And there's like this huge disconnect. And like that's basically what it is, and that's the point of my story, is that I'm not sexy.